Welcome back to the Wizard Shop, and today is time for more boat videos. We got some updates inside the cabin. Mrs. Wizard has some updates, and I have some updates. Let's go inside and take a look. Well, what was that?
That's your new intro.
That's a new intro?
That's the new intro. Did you guys like it?
Well, hopefully they like it.
I think they will. It's a little better than the last one.
Let us know in the comments what you think about it.
Yeah.
See if you like it.
Yeah, let's get inside and let's see what's going on.
Yeah, let's get inside the boat. So the first thing I've been starting with is the water heater. I don't have you guys take a look. I'm actually going to go to you guys in the comment section to see what kind of recommendations you have for this. Let's take a look. So here's the cavity where the water heater was, and if you've seen in the previous boat video, or one of the previous boat videos, we threw that thing overboard. It was disgusting. Here's the wiring that goes to it. We could wire in a new heater. But as you see down here, these are heater hoses, like on a car, that go to the engine, or one of the engines. And you can heat your water using the antifreeze, the hot antifreeze. Here's our cold water line. And here's our hot water line. So I've got everything here that I need to hook up another water heater. So if you look in this picture here, it's kind of an idea that I have. It's called a stacked heat exchanger. They use these on cars actually for transmission coolers or whatever, but you can use them for whatever you want. And I thought about having the antifreeze come in one side and then the cold water come in the other side, and when we turn on the hot water, it'll circulate through, heat the water up, and we'll have hot water as long as the engines are running. Maybe that would be good enough. Or what do you guys think if I should just buy an electric hot water heater that also has connections for the heater hoses? I would like to use their heater hoses there. They're there. I might as well do something with them. So that's kind of where I'm at on that. I don't want to just go out and buy something. I'm not too familiar with marine watering systems. So if you guys have some ideas in the comments, you could let us know. What should I do here? What is the solution to this water heater situation? Let's move on to the water reservoir pump. This is the water pump for when you use the water reservoir instead of shore connections to use water pressure. This is 40 psi, and I actually turned on the power to this thing and it dimmed the lights. That told me that this is seized up really bad. You can see it says 40 for 40 psi, and there's two wires that go here, and it turns on only when it's below 40 psi. I'm going to be replacing this with a new one because this one is seized up. As I was digging around in there, I was just looking at this, and it even looks nasty. It's just really, really bad. I've kind of contemplated not even using a water reservoir because, like I've said before in previous boat videos, we're not going to be on the boat for weeks on end. We're just going to be on it for a day or two, or maybe overnight, and then back to shore. And while we're at shore, we can hook up shore water in the back and have water pressure, all the water we need. So I'm kind of on the fence about this, but maybe I'll just go ahead and put a new pump in it. That way, when we're out on the lake, we can pump some water to wash our hands. So we'll get that aside. One thing to keep in mind about this is a lot of you guys think we're out to sea, out in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean or something on this boat. We're not going to do that. We're just taking this on a lake. We'll never be more than probably 2 miles from shore or less. So whatever we use, whether it be a toilet or water or whatever we need on this boat, it's not going to be large, high capacity units. They're going to be enough to last a day or two. That's really all we need on this boat. Which brings us to this next part. Let's take a look at the water reservoir itself. That thing looks disgusting, and it smells really bad. There's the hole that the water reservoir goes in. It's just a flat, square water container. You can see the large hose towards the end down there. That's where it fills it from the outside on the boat. You pour water in it, and it goes all the way through the boat and to the container. It still has some liquid in it, and we're going to pull the input elbow off and take a look inside. I don't know if I'm going to reuse this or not, so we're going to take a look inside and make that decision right here on film. This will work. I know this thing's not full, but there is something in here. I'll take a quick peek in there. Oh God, that's disgusting. The camera's not showing it too well. You can kind of see the fluid in there, and it's brown, guys. Yeah, you can see it in there. It looks like sewage. That is absolutely disgusting. That's definitely not staying in the boat. Whether it can be cleaned or sanitized, I don't even want to think about drinking from that or washing my hands knowing what's been inside of that. That is not staying on the boat. It's leaving. It's also almost 30 years old, so it may leak, it could crack. It would be just better to buy another reservoir. They're not that expensive. That is going overboard. Let's get this thing out of here. This time around, we're not throwing this overboard. There's too many nice cars in the way, and I really don't want this all over my shop floor. The last time with the toilet and everything, if you guys haven't seen that video, you should go watch it now. It's even more gross. So let's get this thing off of here. Before we throw this thing outside in the grass and let it drain, you guys can see where the water level was in this boat. It's because the outdrives had leaks in them, and it was not a good situation. Slowly but surely, we're bringing this boat back to life. One by one, we're solving all of its issues, and there are a lot of issues, but we're getting there. Let's get this thing down and get it out of the boat. I don't even want to see it or look at it anymore. Man, that thing's heavy. Oh, gross. It looks like pond water or sewage or something. Guys, that is nasty. Let me prop it up on this tire here. I'll prop it on this Rolls-Royce Phantom wheel. How about that? There we go. Mrs. Wizard said that I was going to wash my hands before I grabbed the camera and show her updates on the boat. I don't blame her. That is yuck. So glad to be getting that stuff out of there. Decontaminating the boat. All right, is that clean enough, Mrs. Wizard?
I don't know. Let's take a peek. They're nice and pink.
Yep.
I think they're good.
Let's get back in the boat. So that does it for what I've got going on. I've been wanting to get that nasty reservoir out of there for a while. I'm glad that I did. We'll measure the dimensions on it and get an equal size, or maybe a little smaller one, and put it down in there and hook everything back up. Probably put a brand new water pump on it. And I'll look to see what you guys say in the comments on what I should do with the water heater. The lines are all intact. I don't have any issue with that. I just need to make some decisions on how I'm going to go about it. So now let's see what Mrs. Wizard has going on.
Okay, well, it's been really busy around our house, and I've not gotten a lot done around the boat, and that's because, well, over Thanksgiving break I decided to redo the bathroom, put a new vanity in, put a new floor in. I think it turned out pretty good, so I've been kind of busy around our own place, you know? Sometimes you gotta work at home too. But what I did do is really cool. In the boat, actually in the kitchen area, there's this funky cabinet. It's above the refrigerator, and you pull it down, and it was just this cavity, just this open space. And I was like, well, that's kind of odd. So I was thinking, what can we use that cabinet for? And I originally thought this shelf could be a really good place to put, you know, like phones, so we could be here and they wouldn't fall off. And that's one of the reasons I put this edging on it, because there's also an outlet over there. But I thought, you know what? I have a better place. Let's go back over to that little funky cabinet. So here we are in the little funky cabinet, and I bought some of these connectors. It's actually for your phone, and they just screw in. Okay, this one is for 12 volt, like you'd have for your, your car. Put your cigarette lighter style, charge adapter in there. But it came with an extra when I bought the set. But I also, these, now, I turn it on, has a switch. Had Wizard help me with this. We drilled holes back behind. And I have now all these charging stations to put my phone into. So now, I can charge my phone, put it inside here, close it up, and while the boat is maybe bouncing around just a little bit, they're safely stored inside here. So we have enough space to charge 4 devices, and it also records what the voltage is. So it's going to be a much better and much safer place to charge, because I know we can't live without these, right? I know I can't. I know Wizard can't. But we can, the space is big enough, we can put obviously our phones in here, we can put some tablets in here, and I'll be able to, charge in a nice safe spot, knowing that in the end, they're not going to fall on the floor and, break a screen. That's what I've been up to. I've got some more stuff coming up, but we're not ready for that yet. I'm still working on a few things over my Christmas break. Let's go see what the Wizard's up to.
So thanks for following along, guys, with what we got going on in the interior. I've got lots of things to get done on the exterior and in the back of the boat. But Mrs. Wizard has made it clear that she wants me done inside of the cabin area, so I'm focusing on that, getting those things done, so I can be out of the way, and then I can go focus on the rest of the boat. But that's where we're at right now. We've got many more things to get done, many more cool videos on the boat to come, but we're slowly but surely getting the interior done and behind us. If you're curious what kind of tools I use to work on the boat or car, check my Amazon affiliates link in the description below. We get a small cut and we appreciate it. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button already, I really recommend you do that now. You don't want to miss out on the progress on the V12 Malibu. Thanks for watching.